feeling the burn. Work can be a tremendous source of joy for some, but chronic workplace stress can leave others feeling negative and depleted.
The latter is so common the World Health Organization has officially called burnout a medical condition. CTV's Natasha Pace joins us now with the signs to look for before you crash and burn. Natasha.
Well, Jason and Maria, experts say that the signs of burnout can be similar to that of depression and anxiety, but there are ways to combat them. Now, when you factor in absenteeism, early retirement, and reduced working hours, burnout can actually be associated with enormous costs.
Maybe noticing your breath.
For the last 15 years, Katrina Perks has spent her workday making others a little less stressed. She owns yoga in the workplace and helps employees cope with stress.
I find like people don't necessarily have the time after work to go to a yoga class, or they're just like have busy lives, have to pick up their kids, like finding work-life balance in our culture can be difficult.
By providing a relaxing space for people to unwind, Perks says people can go back to their job refreshed.
Clients are saying it's really useful. They go back to work refreshed and just calm and have a different perspective and like a broader perspective on their work.
It seems many of us are more stressed these days. After years of debate, the World Health Organization has recognized burnout as a medical condition. They say there are 3 dimensions of burnout: energy depletion or exhaustion, mental distance from one's job, and reduced professional efficacy. Teachers and healthcare workers are more susceptible to burnout, according to one Halifax psychologist.
Burnout is absolutely a legitimate problem. For example, among healthcare professionals, an estimated 20 to 70% of people will be dealing with burnout at some point in their life.
Family physicians say they've been seeing burnout for decades.
And physicians themselves are obviously experiencing quite a bit with the stresses of the system, but our patients also come into our offices, oftentimes sort of showing symptoms similar to depression, similar to anxiety, that we recognize at the root of it is burnout with whatever's going on in their life.
Experts say there are ways to treat burnout.
Stress management is vital to burnout, along with teaching people to communicate effectively, to be assertive, to manage their time efficiently.
Therapy dogs like Watson can also help.
I oversee 65 therapy dog teams, and the teams are responsible for going out to universities and high schools and the workplace and helping people blow off some steam, if you will, or de-stress.
Grant says when people interact with therapy dogs at work, their mood shifts. His group works closely with many first responders like the Halifax Police.
Burnout in that industry is pretty common. So if we can bring in a therapy dog for an hour, we usually take 3 or 4 dogs in, to allow these people a little bit of an opportunity to de-stress after a bad shift or a bad situation, it just gives them the enjoyment.
Leaving workers feeling well rather than feeling the burn. Now, Sherry does have some criticism about how burnout is defined. According to the World Health Organization, they focus on jobs and employment. But Sherry says someone like a single mom who's busy raising young children would also likely feel burnt out. Jason and Maria?
Makes sense for sure. Thanks so much. That's Natasha Pace for us in Halifax tonight.
Oh yeah, I think there's many different situations in life certainly could feel that way.